Penguin Random House Australia Audio proudly presents You Don't Have to Have a Dream, written and narrated by Tim Minchin. The moral right of the author has been asserted. All rights reserved.
We at Penguin Random House Australia
acknowledge that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples
are the traditional custodians
and the first storytellers of the lands on which we live and work.
We honour Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' continuous connection to country,
waters, skies
and communities.
We celebrate Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander stories,
traditions and living cultures.
And we pay our respects to elders past and present.
To my dad, who only twice suggested I'd take out the swear words. Introduction. Now look, the cynic in me knows that universities hand out honorary degrees in order to generate publicity. We all know the deal. Some so-called celeb gets a gaudy gown and a floppy beret and, in return, they give an address, and hopefully it's good, and if it is, and the PR folk are on their game, the uni gets a bit of attention. A fair trade. Fancy words for fancy hats. But cynicism is so early 2020s, and there are shamefully few scenarios these days where you can rock a silk cape and properly get away with it, so I choose to be proud of my Sue doctorates. In fact, I have accepted 3 of them, so, although both my father and his father before him were surgeons, I am indisputably the greatest Dr. Minchin ever. And because I understand that greatness comes with responsibility, I offer you this pledge. If we're on a plane together and you have a heart attack and the crew call for a doctor, I shall leap to your aid. At the very least, I can pitch you a few options for whimsical dying words. This book contains the 3 occasional addresses I've made for the 3 very kind institutions who thought me worthy of floppy hat fun times. In basic terms, there's one about being human, one about being a musician, and one about being an actor. I have some experience of being all of these things, arguably concurrently, so I suppose the hubris is justified, or, at least, forgivable. Reflecting on the 3 speeches now, I notice they are reasonably complementary and cohesive, if not a little overlappy. My science-loving, pragmatic, progressive, reality-romantic worldview bullies its way into all of them, as it does into so much of my work, as it will into my introductions. A part of me was concerned that these addresses wouldn't work in text, stripped as they are of my carefully honed rhetorical flourishlessness. But so many people over the years have told me they've printed bits of them out, or have phrases written on sticky notes above their desks, or...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?